I'm tired of being single. I want to be a wife.
It is officially fall, which means it is also officially the start of what the unmarried call cuffing season, I'm told. That's the period of time.
Because you're cuffed for life,
I'm
like
cuffed
I am.
for life. Yeah, anniversary was yesterday. After summer winds down, daters focus on finding someone to cozy up with for the cold months ahead. Logan Ury is a Harvard-educated behavioral scientist and the author of How Not to Die Alone.
I love it.
Has your attention. A guide to making better decisions in romantic relationships. She's also the director of relationship science at the popular dating app Hinge, and she joins us now. Logan.
Well, it looks like CBS just deployed the Hinge asset, Logan, aka Dr. Feelgood, on the scene to serve modern women their annual dose of hope and high-grade copium. For the uninitiated, the original Dr. Feelgood was the man pumping JFK and Marilyn Monroe full of quote-unquote magic vitamins, aka pharmaceutical pick-me-ups. Fast forward to today, and Logan's here to perk up disillusioned leftovers and hot girl summer veterans with smooth talk, soft lighting, and just enough delusion to make it through the cuffing season. Because the winters are getting cold for the modern woman.
Oh, winter's coming.
What the actual hell is going on Hinge? I just re-downloaded the app after many, many months. I have never successfully had a Hinge date. Let me throw that out there now. But now all my girlfriends are not single, and one of them is pregnant. So I was obviously crashing out, and I said, let me just give this one last college try. It's scary. No matter what Hinge says, they definitely categorize people as hot and ugly, and I inevitably always end up in the ugly bucket. I forgot to turn off that age is a deal breaker, so I was getting a lot of older men who could be my father. Like, it is scary out there. Everyone who Hinge sends me, not what I've told them my type is, I've given them no impression under any circumstances that I would be interested in these people, yet here I am, crying, going through my likes. And then even when I do match with people, I stay in match purgatory because
you should have respected my authority.
I actually cannot take this anymore. I am tapping out. Single people, like, what do we do?
Cuffing season real in their mind.
Cuffing season is real. So during the summer, a lot of people are traveling and they're really busy, and then they realize, oh, winter is coming, and winter's coming.
I don't know if you noticed, but this woman is dropping a lot of St. Kevin Samuel-style jargon. Die alone, winter is coming. Your Grace feels some sort of Steve Harvey, Derek Jackson chicanery at play. Is this some type of psychological softening campaign for the strong, independent woman? A dating app psyop? Man, just some food for thought. What's even more interesting is how apps like Hinge seem to be pivoting. They're now nudging women to actually talk to the men that they match with. Shocking, I know. You see, many women have been using these apps not to date, but to chase that sweet dopamine hit of being chosen. It's digital smack, window shopping for validation, especially now that real-world male attention has dried up. Thanks to the hashtag #MeToo movement and men of creeps culture, most men have decided the toxic pH balanced juice isn't worth the street approach squeeze. Oh, that's good stuff. So Hinge adapted. In a last-ditch effort to keep the engagement metrics and stock price alive, they're now trying to make women interact. But this move by Hinge will drastically reduce the amount of male attention necessary to keep the Copium Ponzi scheme afloat. Too little, too late, because a lot of men and Blue Book wielders have already left the building. And let us not forget, it's those very men who were footing the bill for Hinge X and Plus. As we can see, men not only made up the majority of users, but also significantly outspend women when it comes to paid features. More proof that dating apps are dying a slow and agonizing death, as they should. Now look at how the propaganda agent Logan frames the switch-up. Listen closely.
One of the things that Hinge is doing, which I think is really cool, is before people can match to new people, new boxes of potential cereal, they have to review their existing matches one more time. That's pretty great.
This is probably the thing I'm most excited about at Hinge in the last few years. It's called Your Turn Limits. And so it's really based on this research that if you talk to fewer people, you're more likely to go on a date and get into a relationship with them. So when you hit this limit, you either have to reply to one of those people or close out the connection before you can match with someone else.
So this is your way of like forcing people to not overextend themselves, be in too many chats, and increase the likelihood of a real relationship for me.
Yes, and I love it because as a dating coach, I can say to my clients, hey, talk to fewer people, but they may not do that.
Right.
But when Hinge is actually creating a system for you where it's easier to focus, that's really when people are going to be successful.
Translation. Hinge is forcing women to stop screwing around. This is why the great elders used to pick husbands for their daughters. They knew that women could not be trusted with such a responsibility. So now Hinge has to play daddy and force these women to pick men that are on their level. I mean, that's the key point right there. I'm gonna need you to prepare yourself while modern women hit the dating apps like women in prison looking for male pen pals.
Hey, my name is Summer. I'm a freak and I like to fuck on the first date. So if you think you can keep up with me, add me 123812.
Yes, my brothers, you must move with extreme caution. Like Storm Shadow, your steps should be silent. No slip-ups in these vagabond women. Yes, my brothers, I know and empathize with your pain. Since the epic Cheesecake Factory attacks and the slanderous campaign on Applebee's led by the Bitter Sisterhood, we have never been the same. Your Grace can no longer pick up a juicy hamburger slider or a chicken wonton taco without having a flashback. For now, we clutch our Gucci wallets with a new fervor. No longer will we fund these long-belly hungry felines. I want you to remember these $500 to $1,000 first dates these broke, paycheck-to-paycheck women were asking you to pay for. And this is one of the real reasons why dating apps are dying. Because men are no longer willing to pay that admission price for high body count, high body weight women. Now listen to how successful married couples do first dates.
Okay, so when they do get that first date, where should the date take place? Should we all do like we just talked about you had daiquiris for your first date. We had appetizers and then a free dessert, which was like a good omen.
You had daiquiris for your first date. We had appetizers and then a free dessert, which was like a good omen.
Where should people go for their first date?
Did you hear that? She said he had daiquiris. You see, daiquiri sounds affordable. And what did she have on the first date with her husband? Appetizers and free ice cream. This is how married people date. No, I'm sorry, smart married people. Most men would probably be willing to go on a first date if it didn't cost as much as a S500 car payment. But hey, let them keep riding the couch on Saturday. Keep that kitty litter box sparkling.
Can you go to an arcade? Can you go ice skating? Or if you're really into fitness, why don't you make a first date where you go on a bike ride? I think those coffee first drink dates, they can really just not be very memorable.
Yeah. Well, that requires self-awareness, which not everyone has.
Yeah.
Every one of those dates shouldn't cost more than $50 to $60. But truthfully, these entitled, unappreciative modern women don't even deserve that. Only breadcrumbs for these pigeons.
You ain't lying.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So be Lord Destro.